We can't really confirm that, but that is another possibility that can happen.
If you want to find a solution, of course, you have to find the root of everything.
Your sister? You mean Eve, the name you and Bass have mentioned?
That's right. A round of applause. She's the one you're most curious about. The evil villain who turned the factory into this.
Oliver gives your cotton belly a gentle squeeze.
You, sir, are just a pitiful passerby who got turned into a toy by accident. As for this one...
Oliver shakes a screaming chicken in the other hand.
He had always been part of the factory. Besides, he's also Eve's most important non-blood-related family member.
That's why he was screaming protect Eve.
And you got it right again! Isn't it very touching? He still thinks about Eve even after being turned into a toy. Even though she's a bad kid who aspires to turn the whole world into toys, not sparing even her own family. Yet she receives so much love.
Is he jealous? Sounds like he's jealous.
Oliver is so envious of such unyielding familial love that it makes me sick.
Oliver says this with a disdainful, mocking expression. If everyone here gets turned into a toy by Eve, then why has nothing happened to you, Oliver? And just now you did call her your sister.
Hey, Oliver is being so nice and answering all your questions, but you're still doubting me? You must have mistaken Oliver for a little liar, haven't you?
I mean, you did lie just a second ago.
What if I told you that just like you, I was a poor innocent passerby? Would you believe Oliver? That ghost in white named Eve? She somehow just floated in front of me in her wheelchair. Oliver was petrified. She said that only family were allowed in her home, and that her family could only be toys. Oliver was desperate, so I told her I could be her best family member even without turning into a toy. It was a close call. But Oliver only managed to keep a flexible body. I still can't escape from this place. Oliver is so useless.
That voice this girl is doing, this female voice actress, I know it's definitely not a child, and it's kind of annoying the fuck out of me. I guess this character is supposed to annoy you or whatever. My clothes wheelchair young girl.
A pale, wheelchair-bound girl appearing in various corners of the factory. Without exception, those who lay eyes on her will all turn into toys.
So he's lying. At least this kid didn't lie about one thing. Eve, she is the crux of this place, and finding her could mean saving Pepper. Staying in character as an innocent rag doll, you glance at Bass, who's been tormented by Oliver, and ask diligently, "You're not telling me so much for nothing, are you? What do you want me to do for you?"
Have you seen through Oliver's little plan? Then come on! If you want to save your friend, show me how you defeated Bass just now. It's time to prove your worth as my partner in crime. I can't wait!
Oliver puts you on the ground and steps back while holding Bass.
I've seen him with Eve before, but he's even more disgusting in person. They loved and cared about Eve more than anyone else did in the world.
They loved and cared about Eve, okay?
But still, they were turned into these things by their closest family. How pitiful. I'm sure you can end this revolting farce quickly, Mr. Ragdoll. I believe in you.
Oliver holds Bass up, looking into the darkness with a face full of excitement and anticipation. He's just having fun, and is also lying.
Come on, Bass. Say hello to your family from the past. Let him out. Make him tell us how it felt to be turned into a toy by his beloved Eve.
From the darkness, a round object about half an arm in diameter rolls out. Okay. There's a realistic and lifeless smile on the ball. That is horrifying. That is horrifying. Who made that? Fucking hell. Alright, more combat. These combats are getting more and more annoying, but still handleable somewhat. Is handleable a word? Still doable is a word. Is as handleable a word? Just like Bass, the worn-out ball sits there motionlessly repeating the same incomprehensible conversation over and over. Beneath its childish, innocuous appearance, it's not an innocuous appearance, I can tell you that much, speaks with a very old and kind voice.
There are so many people. Let me see. Oh, how come I don't recognize anyone? My memory is getting worse. Are you...
God damn it.
Good. Little Eve. My memory is getting worse. Are you all here to keep Eve company? Good. Little Eve has made some friends out there too, hasn't she?
You know what the worst part of being the MBCC chief is? That when you, at the end of the arrest sinners, you have to completely ignore all the crimes they've committed so far, and you have to just hold yourself back to some extent, considering how many people they have affected, killed, maimed, and memory fucked. So yeah, you need to keep that shit in mind.
She's still young. She should have someone with her. Shanna is still young. Still so young. I should go back and be with her.
As the ball speaks, its tone is full of warm affection. When it finishes, it closes its eyes. Is this also one of Eve's family members?
Yes, you're really lucky. I knew I chose the right person.
Oliver playfully picks up the ball from the ground, knocking it against the screaming chicken. I've proven that I can beat these toys. Can you tell me now? Are we going to work together? After another battle, your physical condition is getting worse, but you try hard to endure it, determined not to lose your bravado in front of this kid.
It's simple. Wreak the biggest havoc you can. Destroy everything Eve values the most.
Oh. So he told us a story and he thinks we believe the fact that he is a passerby, which he's not. He's the brother. So either he's trying to get access to some power, because he's an A rank sinner and she's an S rank sinner, or he's just jealous of all the attention she gets, so that Eve can focus on dealing with me and you'll have a chance to escape.
Exactly. Oliver will get out and find some powerful adults to rescue you and your friend. Sounds like a perfect plan.
What if you simply leave and forget about me?
Oh well, in that case, you'll just have to fend for yourself.
Of course you can't trust this little brat. And you notice that there's an obvious contradiction in this. You're saying destroying Eve's family will enrage her, but it was also you who said that Eve is a freak who turned even her own family into toys. Aren't these two things contradictory?
Are you doubting Oliver? But everything Oliver said is true. Is it because Oliver has been alone and without family since childhood that I can't understand their twisted pleasure?
What does that even mean? And what child says words like that? Tears well up in Oliver's eyes and those hands tighten around you, choking your questions in your throat. The kid can't give you any more clues. You shift your gaze back to Bass and the ball in front of you. Oliver does indeed want to escape and you want to find Pepper and make her human again, but strangely enough you don't feel any resentment from the screaming chicken and the ball for having been turned into toys, only utter kindness and good wishes towards Eve. Were these Toy's family members truly forced to be part of the twisted game of house against their will? Or is there a set of goals and rules in this factory that neither you nor Oliver understands? Why exactly is Eve doing this? Well, every single event there has been some rules.